From Washington, this is VOA News. Washington condemns Palestinian militants' rocket attacks on Israel. And Indonesians begin voting in a presidential election that's expected to be close. I'm Michael Lipin reporting from Washington. Palestinian militant groups in the Gaza Strip have escalated their rocket campaign against Israel, firing rockets at major Israeli cities like Tel Aviv and Jerusalem for the first time in years. Israeli authorities said one rocket reached the city of Hadera, about 100 kilometers north of Gaza, the farthest a rocket has traveled from the Palestinian territory so far. Sirens wailed across southern and central Israel, sending people into bomb shelters and safe rooms. There were no Israeli casualties. Israel's Iron Dome missile defense system shot down more than 20 rockets, including several that were aimed at Tel Aviv, the country's financial center. Israel said its warplanes responded to the rocket fire by hitting more than 200 militant targets in Gaza since Monday. Palestinians reported at least 20 people killed in the Israeli strikes, including a senior Islamic Jihad militant and several civilians. Hamas militants who control Gaza said they would not stop the rocket offensive until Israel ends its airstrikes and releases militants from prison. In another development on Tuesday, Israel said its troops killed 5 Palestinian militants who tried to enter a small town near the Gaza border by infiltrating from the sea. The White House had this reaction to the fighting.
We strongly condemn the continuing rocket fire into Israel and the deliberate targeting of civilians by terrorist organizations in Gaza. No country can accept rocket fire aimed at civilians, and we support Israel's right to defend itself against these vicious attacks.
Palestinian leaders appealed to the international community to intervene in the conflict and stop Israel's attacks. Indonesia is holding an election for a new leader of the world's third largest democracy. Wednesday's presidential race is one of the most closely fought in the nation's history. From the capital, Jakarta, Kate Lamb has this report.
On Wednesday, some 190 million voters will head to the polls across 6,000 islands in the Indonesian archipelago. To reach some of the most inaccessible parts of the country, ballot papers have reportedly been distributed by helicopter, boat and even horseback. Authorities are deploying soldiers and police to protect polling stations and maintain order. Central Jakarta Police Chief Hendro Pandowo says they are on the lookout for a wide variety of issues. He says there are potential threats for the election day, such as mass mobilizations of dissatisfied people, intimidation of voters, or forged identities. A poll conducted by the Indonesian Survey Circle from July 2nd to July 5th puts Jakarta Governor Joko Widodo, or Jokowi, slightly in front of his opponent, former Army General Prabowo Subianto, by 3.6%. For VOA News, this is Kate Lamb, Jakarta.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un appeared to be limping on Tuesday at a ceremony marking the 20th anniversary of the death of his grandfather, the country's founding president, Kim Il-sung. In a live broadcast by North Korean state television, Mr. Kim shuffled quickly and unevenly across a wide stage at a massive auditorium in Pyongyang, as thousands of military officials applauded him. No reason was given for Mr. Kim's apparent injury, which was a rare display of frailty for a leader whom many North Koreans regard as like a god. Well, in World Cup action in Brazil, Germany thrashed the host nation by 7-1 in the tournament's first semi-final in Belo Horizonte. Germany raced to a 5-0 lead over Brazil in the first half and scored 2 more in the second before Brazil got a late consolation goal. Brazil was playing without its suspended captain Thiago Silva and its injured star striker Neymar. Germany will play the winner of Wednesday's semi-final between Argentina and the Netherlands in the World Cup final on Sunday. While Germany's 7-goal total was the most ever by one team in a World Cup semi-final. The rout also marked the first time Brazil conceded 7 goals in a football match in 80 years. I'm Michael Lipin in Washington.
That's the latest world news from VOA.